Garrison Petawawa, the training ground of the warriors. The earliest settlement in the Petawawa area was inhabited by the Algonquin First Nation. The name Petawawa was taken from an Algonquin word meaning where one hears a noise like this, describing the fast-moving river that runs between the garrison and the town. In the late 19th century, the area was surveyed and settled by immigrants from Germany, Scotland, and Ireland. In early 1905, the Department of Militia and Defense purchased 75,000 acres of land and then established it as a summer training camp. Through the war years, Camp Petawawa modernized by adding numerous upgrades to its infrastructure. By the end of the Second World War, the camp had become a small city with a railway station, waterworks, fire brigade, its own newspaper, churches, and even a theater. The camp has since grown to become one of Canada's most important Army training garrisons and is home to the 2nd Canadian Mechanized Brigade Group, which is an Army regular force formation of the 4th Canadian Division. Today, 2 Brigade is made up of more than 4,000 regular force soldiers. These soldiers are spread out amongst the formation's units, including 2 CMBG headquarters and signal squadron. 3 infantry units belong to 2 CMBG. The 1st and 3rd Battalions of the Royal Canadian Regiment operate out of Garrison Petawawa. The 2nd Battalion, the Royal Canadian Regiment, while under the command of 2 CMBG, is located at 5th Canadian Division Support Base Gagetown in New Brunswick. Other units under the 2 CMBG formation include 2 Combat Engineer Regiment, the Royal Canadian Dragoons, 2nd Regiment Royal Canadian Horse Artillery, and 2 Service Battalion. 3 units of the Canadian Special Operations Forces Command proudly call Garrison Petawawa home: the Canadian Special Operations Regiment, the Canadian Special Operations Training Centre, and 47 Special Operations Aviation Squadron, a Royal Canadian Air Force unit permanently and fully integrated within the Canadian Special Operations Forces Command. Garrison Petawawa is also home to 450 Tactical Helicopter Squadron and its fleet of Canadian Armed Forces CH-147F Chinook helicopters. A number of other military units exist at Garrison Petawawa, including medical units, military police, and other support units that help in the training and operational effectiveness of the soldiers based here. As the single largest employer in the Ottawa Valley, the garrison has a workforce of over 7,000 people. This, in turn, is responsible for a multi-million-dollar annual operating budget, with an estimated $400 million being pushed back into the community in salaries alone. All of the roughly 7,000 soldiers and civilians working on the garrison are supported by 4th Canadian Division Support Group. This formation is under the command of the Garrison Petawawa Commander, whose role is a combination of landlord, service provider, and community organizer. 4CDSG oversees such areas as infrastructure, the environment, housing, programs, and services. On a yearly basis, and based on operational requirements, the garrison supports a variety of community activities, ranging from school-based fun days to community parades, celebrations, and Remembrance Day events. Over the years, the garrison has also opened its doors and hearts as a community partner to various large-scale charitable events and organizations. Over the past decade, the garrison has invested significant funds in fitness, sports, and recreational facilities. This has greatly improved the quality of life for all members of the community, as the garrison takes pride in its capacity to welcome membership to non-service members through a community access card program. Dundonald Hall has a running track, indoor water sports facility, weight and training rooms, racket courts, and a climbing wall. The Silver Dart Arena has 2 ice sheets in a fully functional facility. Overlooking the Ottawa River, the Petawawa Golf Club is an 18-hole course and banquet facility. Nearby are a yacht club, 2 beaches, and a campground. Very few communities of our size can boast such outstanding services and facilities. Garrison Petawawa is a major part of the Upper Ottawa Valley, and as such, continues to enjoy tremendous support from the communities and surrounding area. Garrison Petawawa, the training ground of the Warriors.